And I don't know how fake feel, nigga. Cause all my life I've been a real nigga. Say all my life I've been a real nigga. Yeah, all my life.
Just a quick thoughts video, cause this situation resonated with me. The situation between 50 Cent, Big Meech, Rick Ross, and Lil Meech. There's friction between these four people, so I will do my best to sum it up. 50 Cent and Rick Ross have not liked each other and have been beefing since like 2009 or 2010, somewhere around there. The reason is unimportant, but they are constantly taking jabs at each other whenever they can. Big Meech was a notorious national drug dealer that was making millions a year during his reign and had a lot of different connects to help him make sure things went smoothly. He has been sitting down since 2008, and now he is a free man as of very recently. Lil Meech has not seen his father as a free man since before he was 8 years old. As we all know, when people are picked up on these kind of cases, they sit in prison for a while before being sentenced by a judge and jury. So, on paper, Lil Meech was 8 when Big Meech was sentenced, but he could have very well been 6 or 7 when Big Meech was, arrested. Lil Meech is now 24 years old. That means his father was incarcerated for a majority of his life. I say all that to say this: it has got to be difficult to raise a child behind bars since it is clearly impossible. Taking all this into consideration, here comes 50. Lil Meech was doing whippets, which is like a new quick high drug that teens and early 20-year-olds were messing with a few years back. Maybe like right around COVID, somewhere around now. 50 reached out and put that man in rehab to get him cleaned up and put him in acting classes in LA for about 2 years. He also created the whole BMF series that was going to have a spin-off and a movie. However, while Big Meech was locked up, 50 had Lil Meech playing Big Meech in the BMF series. This whole endeavor with 50 netted Lil Meech $5 million allegedly for him and his family. And it was only the beginning. Lil Meech seems to have a lot of respect for 50 since every time I had seen him speak on 50 and what they had going on business-wise, he was always humble and thankful while crediting 50 Cent.
Acting now. Okay, so do you have an agent? Is it full-fledged for you? Everything's moving.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 50 really my big brother. He really gave me his own agent. Like, me and him got the same agent.
Really?
That's how much he loved me. Like, that's how much I love him. I appreciate him so much. But, he made sure I was good, put me in acting classes. He the reason I started acting. So for him to make me, have his own agent, which is like put me under his belt for real, like, get me all the movies and TV series I can get. So, that's once in a lifetime opportunity.
It should also be noted that Lil Meech was not on the same type of time in the criminal world like Big Meech was. Lil Meech was in private school for his schooling and was just trying to be a rapper but wasn't really going anywhere. But then 50 came. Okay, so we up to speed. Here go the issue. Big Meech gets out and everything is cool. That is, until pictures surface of Rick Ross and Big Meech linking up like they were old friends, smiling from ear to ear. Peep the difference between 50 and Meech. You see how Meech isn't smiling at all and looks like he don't want to be there? Now, let's look at how he's coming with Rick Ross. Smiling from ear to ear. And I have looked everywhere for a source claiming that, Meech and Ross were friends before he got incarcerated. But I haven't seen any concrete evidence that they were. If you have evidence, let me know down in the comment section, please. There was also other shenanigans going on with that family, but that isn't important. This photo out between Big Meech and Rick Ross was a straw that broke the camel's back. 50 pulled the plug and let it be known permanently that BMF films are over with and he's not making them. He also leaked some text messages from Lil Meech pretty much remorseful for the situation, but 50 wasn't having it. His decision was final and he was done with it. Rick Ross taunted 50 in the middle of this and alluded he would make a BMF movie on his own, but that is legally impossible. 50 owns the life and film rights to BMF, so he would have to greenlight it for it to happen, which it is clear at this point it isn't. So Rick Ross is trolling again. 50 is allegedly making a documentary with a lady named Tammy Cohens, who is an alleged informant that threw an alley-oop to get one of Big Meech's closest business partners locked up at the time. This is all alleged, by the way, but that's what 50 Cent is allegedly working on. Big Meech tried to respond, clearing up his name of being a snitch, and got clowned for it since he obviously has no camera skills. And he couldn't say much because he's on papers. 50 obviously trolled him after this. I feel that Big Meech should have had a bit more loyalty to 50. I know that nobody owes you anything in this world, but the fact he pointed his son in the right direction to get off drugs, put him in acting school, and made him a millionaire while you were locked away for like 2 decades should have been enough for you to at least befriend 50 and distance yourself from his enemies. I'm not saying kiss 50's ass or nothing like that, but it's like being grateful because 50 did not have to do any of that. And if he would have went, the route of being an ally to 50, he would have multiplied that 5 million many times over and been wealthy. But he blew it. And I heard Ross didn't give him hardly anything, so it just comes off as really stupid to me. But I get that he feels he's his own boss, so it's whatever, I guess. I feel where 50 is coming from. Rick Ross and 50 Cent have been clear enemies for about as long as Meech has been locked up. They have crossed lines against each other and they will never be friends, I'm sure of it. I also get that if you truly hate someone, you don't want to be associated with people that be around people that you have a serious issue with. So I get that. I'm similar in that way as well. Honestly, I don't think 50 is wrong. He is free to support and invest in whatever he wants. If he feels betrayed or the loyalty wasn't there, then it is what it is. That person missed out. I do feel really bad for Lil Meech. The dude is just caught in the middle and was scrambling with that message because he knew his pops messed up that bag for them. I disagree with Boozy about siding with your parent, right or wrong, since I would never side with my sperm donor over anything personally. Just because someone is quote unquote blood does not mean you always have to be in the corner if there is no solid bond. Of course, you can give grace, but you aren't obligated to, in my opinion. 50 may have arguably done more for Lil Meech in that time period than Big Meech ever had a chance to do while incarcerated outside of some financial stuff. But trinkets and entertainment is not enough to raise a child, especially a boy. They need proper guidance, life lessons, and genuine care as well as potential love and tough love. I feel 50 really cared for the Meech family, with especially Lil Meech being someone he probably saw as a mentee and would have helped get more deals in the industry. Instead, it is squandered due to Big Meech not reading the room and stepping out with 50's main enemy. The same man that helped your son in a major way was going to do the same for you. Or maybe Meech did read the room and simply did not care. Who knows? As I am writing this though, Lil Meech was seen out with Rick Ross. Details on their conversation hasn't been exposed yet, so if you find out what they were saying, let me know. It looks like they were in a club, so they could have just bumped into each other, but again, who knows? But tell me what y'all think about this topic at hand. If you disagree, agree, don't care, let me know. But when you do, leave a like, please. And even if you don't comment, leave a like. Share the video as well. And I'm out. Much love. Face signing out.